Yes, it is a dressing gown in a Kenya. Who'd have thunk it? I feel like I'm back in England. Not to moan. The rain is welcome because it nourishes everything that we eat and view. But yeah, I'm being called and have been for a while, been putting off. But all the conversations I'm having with people is just like about the ingenuity of systems in Africa, and we all know about the resilience of the people, but I am using M-Pesa as an example because I really didn't have a clue about any of it before I came, and in all the other countries that I've visited, it was potentially in Zanzibar, because I think it's in TZ as well, when I was there, 2017, I don't know, but I didn't use it, so I can't really talk from that experience. But I knew that, speaking to my friends before I came, when I got here, as soon as I landed in Mombasa, that I went to safari.com and I got a SIM card and I got my little burner phone, and where is it? And I didn't know that everything was done without Wi-Fi, that you have this incredible financial system that is like completely separate to online services. I didn't actually think I'd be able to use it. When I started to see how people were using it, I didn't think that it would work on my burner phone. And I didn't want to use my normal phone, because kind of when I'm, orienting in new lands and just making space, I don't want to be on the phone. So I just keep that one to the Wi-Fi. When I'm out about, I'm on my Katalulu, on my burner phone. And but they do everything at the shop. Safari.com, you go in, pay a small amount for the SIM, it's like 100 bob, I think. You can put 1,000 on the as credit, goes down really slowly. So that was just for the phone, and then they download the original like toolkit onto your burner, and it's quite incredible. I mean, I guess the side note is that, in this truther movement, wherever we stand, I'm not saying that I am a truther. I mean, I'm a truthful real one, but I'm saying there's different avenues that people have taken in their quest for knowledge, truth. And there was some, obviously, like people talking about around the 5th of November, systems might go out, blackout, and obviously me being a single woman on my own in Africa, I wanted to make sure that my cash was had enough cash to, survive a little bit on a system that didn't function with the internet. And I was just like, this M-Pesa, why? I can't believe that I've never experienced it after traveling for so long. And when I was living in Jamaica, they at one point talking about like digitizing the economy, and I was there in the markets with the people, and I was like, but cash is king. Like, how are they going to digitize when there's like such a big gap between day-to-day reality and this sort of new modern technological revolution that's arriving, where things are online? And I come to Kenya, and like M-Pesa is that bridge. You can just do everything with it. Like, if you just want to buy a tomato for 10 bob or a lime, and you go to the shop and you haven't got cash, or obviously cash is king, and we trying to sustain that and that as well. But with things that I heard around the 5th of November and stuff, I was like, right, so I'm just going to put some cash on the burner. And everyone says, even if they've got modern apps or versions of it on their smartphones, should lights go out, should like Wi-Fi or internet go out, they're completely set, like they can revert back to the old toolkit on their phones. And I'm just still in awe of it, and feel like they've jumped a massive step where we were, where I guess I've experienced, how do you call it, relationship with money and finance in the UK, as online banking and various stuff. It's protected. You can convert it into account, I think, and get cards or Visa account from it. I mean, don't quote me on that, because I'm not fully schooled up on it. I've literally just been using it as an incredible tool to get around here. And live local life. So I don't know if anybody's thinking of visiting or have or still hasn't got a Kenyan number, and I just think M-Pesa and having a local SIM is like a massive benefit to travelling. And I think someone said that it's actually in Ethiopia now as well, so it's mostly it's going to be all in East Africa. I don't know about Mozambique, but in Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, I believe M-Pesa exists, and you can send people money. You go to businesses, they've got till numbers, you get sent prompts. Anyway, I've experienced it in lots of different settings, and at a bar at night, just getting water and various things. And I don't know, I just really think it's quite a phenomenal piece of technology. And I guess I don't really praise technology too much on here, because kind of like I'm an ancient soul and I'd be all right in a cave. But we adapt to the times, and I'm ancient, but I'm incarnated in this realm, 616, and even though we might be a late adopter to things, or we start to remember our true selves in this strange reality, however we interpret it. I am grateful for obviously Wi-Fi, these videos, a phone, but M-Pesa, back to basics, just having a burner phone and being with the people, just buying a bit of food or a service, like I had a pedicure, there's a little video on my shorts on YouTube. I haven't had one for about 3-4 years, so I just happened to stumble past Dennis's shop and saw him with the woman, and he was like going in. So yeah, just use that to pay for with M-Pesa. And anyway, not really much more to say, but I guess the West sort of think that that Africa's still so backward, and I don't know, that they're not advanced as we are. And I kind of, for me, it helps the people so much, and there's also security around it. And I don't know, just giving a shout out to M-Pesa in Kenya, because I'm really full joying using it. Also, if you get the express train from Mombasa to Nairobi, you can't book the train without an M-Pesa account, and it's either connected to your passport or your ID, depending on where you're from. So I'm really grateful that my friends told me that I should invest in that, and I've got my infamous burner phone that's travelled around with me for a few years now, and using a very basic function, and it is fantastic. So props to M-Pesa and Kenya, and let's see if it's going to roll out more. I think it would help a lot of countries in the world, and using that as a model. But anyway, bit of a random one, but I needed to say it.